Yeah, man. It's serious. It's serious. Yeah, he said he doesn't have any emergency provisions. So he also said this was great information. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, we appreciate that. He says great information I need to apply. Yeah, you definitely do. And again, don't feel alone because there's so many people who are like you. They just don't consider this stuff. And that's the reason why we tune into a show like this. Is helpful to start stimulating that thought and getting you ready to do things, right? So it's okay to deal with the trending topics sometimes, but we over here we try to do some of the heavy lifting and talk about the topics that people kind of overlook. That's
or
that's
don't
what you
want to
get.
talk about, or don't
Yeah,
want to talk about.
yeah. So when you come over to the Night Riders, that's what we do over here. But yeah, at any rate, yeah, we're gonna be wrapping it up for the night. Um, the other thing too is particularly women. And I mentioned earlier about just being like from my standpoint, a man who decides that he's not going to be necessarily married again. I'm not going to rule it out. I don't know. I don't plan to. But a lot of women need to start breaking this mentality of this Judeo-Christian one man, one woman situation because what
Yeah,
they're going to find out is, they're going to need men who know what's going on
yeah,
and they're going to need to attach themselves. So some of the lucky women who see the value and then like us who we are talking about this type of stuff, we're prepared. They need to get under that umbrella. And just because I might already have a woman in my life, that doesn't have anything to do with you. So any other women who um, decide that they are going to start choosing up on men like us, they need to make sure that they are comfortable with the fact that they're going to be under that umbrella with other women. They need to get out of this one woman, one man thing because as this thing progresses, they're going to need that protection. And a lot of them,
especially if they got children. Especially if they got children. So
well, it doesn't even matter. They can be just be a
yeah, it
single
don't.
woman, and
Yeah,
they typically a lot of single women don't think like this. They don't know, and that's one of the values that they don't get as far as the protection. Because part of the
yeah,
protection that a man provides is the information, because he's
yeah,
thinking as a visionary, he's thinking ahead. And
yeah.
unfortunately, a lot of women they get too caught up in their emotions and they say, "Oh, well, this man because he got a woman, I want to share him. You better start if he a good, decent man and he's talking about some of the stuff we're talking about and he's preparing and doing all that. I don't care if he got two women already. You better be the third one so that you can go get some of that protection."
And you know what all that is, DK? All that is with monogamy is these women they don't want to share because they're selfish and they want to be adored and they want to be the only one. That's what it is. But you're going to have to share, okay? You're sharing Pookie and Ray Ray. They're not giving you anything but but 9 months of pregnancy, okay? And then
Exactly.
and that's incentivized by the government. So,
Yeah.
yep, sister wives, it's inevitable. It's about survival at this point. No more social media clout. See,
Yeah, I
you,
like what he
you,
said. They did sister wives. Yeah, I like that
yeah,
term because that's exactly what's going to have to happen because
yeah,
the Pookies and the Ray Rays they're not dealing with this stuff. They're not prepared. They're not even thinking about it. And they're
yeah,
not. They want to sleep on their couch. So if you got a man and he wants to sleep on your couch, then what kind of protection is he going to give you in a crisis situation? he
yeah,
can't
yeah.
even
See,
provide. He can't even provide for you now.
see, and these are the choices that these women make. See, and see, this is why I say women, uh, women have nothing to offer. Just like Kevin Samuel said. What do you have to offer other than sex and your beauty? Not nothing. So
Well,
how is there a high value woman when you always taking, taking, taking?
yeah, but here's what I think. So this is the way I look at it, right? I think at least I'm just using myself as an example, right? I don't need a woman to provide me with any resources, right? Nothing like that. If I bring a woman in or women in under my umbrella, what they're providing for me is making sure that I'm able to do what I do, and they take care of the household, right? They're doing all the cooking, they're doing all the cleaning, so in that sense, they are useful because just let me do the thing that I need to do to keep everything maintained, to handle the business that I need to handle. And as long as you're providing me with the creature comforts that I need, then you're doing your part. I don't need you to bring resources to the table. I need you to bring that fit feminine friendliness so that it helps the machine run the way it needs to run. So that I'm not worried about going to get the laundry and doing all this other little stuff. You guys handle that while I take care of the business.
No, they
And
got
I,
lazy, bro. They don't want
yeah,
to. They don't even want to do that no more. They don't want to
yeah, I know.
cook. They don't want to clean. And now it got to the point to where uh they saying f the kids. And proof of this is I be on China White's. Shout out to her. I be on China White channel uh, most of the time, and she said out her mouth that she don't that women don't care about kids. She said it
Yeah.
herself.
See, this is. Let's be clear though. We don't want to. Like I said, we're bringing up a lot of good topics. We're not to maybe make some shows out of some of this stuff, but let's be clear. Let's not conflate these modern 304s with the essential purpose of a woman. See, you know what? I'm going to give you an analogy, and I think this is very relevant. And I think a lot of men sometimes they make this mistake. Women are like water, right? We do need them. They have an essential purpose for us, but filthy sewer water does not. We don't need the current type of women that are out here because they're filthy and they're full of all these impurities, right? So a lot of times what men do, once we've had enough, we'll just say, you know what, I don't even want to deal with them. These women, they ain't got no value. They don't provide anything. But you're looking at sewer water instead of what actual pure water is. So what I'm able to do is extract and separate what I know to be essential water from the toxic water that we see in the American society specifically. But I have had the privilege of traveling and being in different countries and being able to deal with women that are in their natural state, and I understand the value that they intrinsically have. So I do want us to make sure that we're making a distinction between the toxic women, which don't have a purpose, and those are the type of women, you're absolutely right. They serve no value because they're not submissive. They're not providing anything. Like you said, they don't even want to cook. They don't want to take care of the kids. They provide nothing. They are of no use and they should be discarded. We should have no engagement with them. Let them wither on the vine. I am a full supporter of that. Get away from them at all costs. But for
Yeah,
the intrinsic value of a woman, and they have the right attitude, they keep themselves in shape. They know what to do in the bedroom. They know what to do as far as running the house. They serve a very essential purpose. So I'm not, when I give my commentary and I'm going in on women, I'm making a distinction. I'm not one of these guys that's just toxic saying that all women ain't nothing and all that. I'm not that dude. I'm the guy that makes the distinction. So that's the only thing I would say about that.